good evening, Cash Livers. I'm your host, Natalie Reyna, and I'm so excited to be welcoming you guys to tonight's game. It's Thirsty Thursdays, which the day after St. Patrick's Day probably only refers to the 3 or 4 cups of coffee it's taken you to get through your workday, but thank you so much for taking time to play poker tournament you play on your phones. For those of you who are new to Cash Live, here's how the game works. We're going to give you 2 cards. Then we're going to give you 3 folds to use in the first 5 rounds. So use those folds wisely, because the players with the top 5 chip stacks after those first 5 rounds will be moving on to our final table, where they'll have a shot at winning big cash prizes. Get it? Got it? Great, because Cash Live starts now. Hearts and the Jack of Spades. Okay, players, take a look at the cards in front of you. Take a look at that flop, because it is decision time. Swipe right to go all in, or swipe left if you want to use one of the 3 folds you have to use in the first 5 rounds. In round 1, you are only playing against one opponent, but that also means the buy-in or the ante is the smallest. That's what I'm trying to say. Lowest risk, but also lowest reward. Decisions are in. Let's go to your turn card. And the turn card is the 2 of Hearts. What did that do for you? Let's go to your river. And the river card is the 6 of Hearts. Okay, Eugene, show us those results. Let's see who hit it big in round 1. Our high hand coming out of round 1 belongs to Teddy. Wow, with a full house to kick us off. Jack's full of 6s. Our chip leader coming out of round 1 is Can Foster. We have 181 of you advancing into round 2. Let's check out your next flop. And the flop is the 10 of Diamonds, the 2 of Hearts, and the 9 of Diamonds. Okay, players, decisions are on you. Swipe right to go all in, or swipe left to fold. Sorry, my mouth is all tripped up. It's been a long but happy day here at Cash Live, and I'm so excited to go home and build some patio furniture, because it's March, it's a pandemic, and the thought of patio season is honestly the only thing getting me through the day these days. Decisions are in. Let's go to your turn card. And the turn card is the Ace of Hearts. Okay, a new high card's on the board. Let's go to your river. And the river card is the 3 of Spades. Okay, Eugene, show us those results. Let's see what you guys managed to do with that ace high board. Our high hand went to sticking it to you with a 5 high straight. Our chip leaders, Crankinuts. Hey, good to see you again, Crankinuts. They've got 80,000 chips. 159 of you are moving on to round number 3. The antes are going up. There's a new player sitting with you. Let's check out your flop. And the flop is the 2 of Clubs, the 6 of Diamonds, and the Ace of Hearts. Okie dokie, players, it's decision time. Y'all know what to do. And I'm saying a big hello to my feature table. Sitting here with me, I've got JV Canucks, I've got Nahival, and I've got Savage. Hey, players, thank you so much for being a part of Thursday night's game. All right, decisions are in. Let's go to your turn card. And the turn card is the 6 of Hearts. Okay, the board pairs. Let's go to your river. And the river card is the 10 of Diamonds. Alrighty, let's see what you guys managed to do with that pairs of 6s. Maybe someone made trips, maybe someone... Wow, the high end went to Teddy with 4-of-a-kind 6s. Quads is a huge hand, and chip leader is Teddy now with 87,000 chips. Players, we're moving into round 4. It's your chance to quadruple up. Let's check out your flop. And the flop is the 6 of Clubs, the 9 of Diamonds, and the 8 of Spades. Okie dokie, players, decisions on you. Swipe right to go all in, swipe left to fold. Hey, how many of your friends have you told about Cash Live? We want to get as many of you possible playing the game. The more people we have joining us, the more games I get to bring to you. It's a win-win situation. Decisions are in. Let's go to your turn card. And the turn card is the 6 of Spades. All right, the board pairs again. Eugene, did you shuffle these? Let's go to your river. And the river card is the Queen of Diamonds. Alrighty, that'll do it for round 4. Our high hand went to Samantha. I love it, with a full house. 6 is full of queens. Huge hand. Our chip leader went to Tabs 888 with 193,000 chips. All right, players, if you were listening to me earlier, then you know that this is the last round of the preliminaries. Currently, our final table cut line is sitting at 96,000. 6,000 chips. So if your chip stack is below that, you might need to go all in to make it to the final table. Remember, only 5 players make it on with us. Let's check out your next flop. And the flop is the 5 of spades, the King of Hearts, and the 2 of Hearts. Okay, decisions are on you, Cash Livers. For the last time in the preliminaries, swipe right to go all in, swipe left to fold. And I'm saying a big hello to my feature table. I've got JV Canucks, I've got Samantha, I've got Daddy Shank, I've got No Bad Beats, love to see it, fingers crossed for you, No Bad Beats. And I've got Paleka, or Palessa, beautiful name either way. Decisions are in, let's go to your turn card. And the turn card is the 2 of clubs. All right, couple of 2s on the board. Let's go to your river. And the river card is the 3 of hearts. Okay, that will do it for our preliminary rounds. I want to say a big shout out to all of our Min Cash winners. Yes, you can scroll on that little screen, see who you recognize on those name lists. Congrats, guys. You did not make the final table, but we're sending you home with a little bit of change to say congrats on making it through the first 5 rounds. But beautiful, happy, shiny people, do you see those 5 names in front of you? Those are the stars of your show. Those are the final tablists. But before I introduce them properly, Eugene, get over here, paint those rafters. We've got to fire up the final table. Okie dokie, everybody. It's final table time, the most exciting time of the game. At my final table, it is a pleasure to introduce you to Steve. Love it. Plain, simple, Steve. Austin, Heavy B. Oh, Heavy B, good to see you again. We've got Deep Value and we've got Tabs. Congratulations, players, on making it to the final table. Let's check out your first flop. And the flop is the 9 of Hearts, the 2 of Hearts, and the 7 of Hearts. Okay, players, just as before, take a look at the 2 cards in your hands. Take a look at that flop because you'll notice all of you have 1 fold to work with here at the final table. So just as before, it's decision time. Swipe right if you want to go all in. Swipe left if you want to use your 1 and only fold at the final table. Yes, it doesn't matter if you had 3 coming into it. You are left with 1. We keep everyone on an even playing field going in to the final table. Our chip leader is Steve with 254,000 chips. Decisions are in. We've got a 1, 2, 3-way all in. We've got Austin with the Jack 8. Holy macaroni. They flopped a flush. That is a huge hand. This is going to be a tough one to beat. Let's check out Deep Values cards. They've got that 9-6. All right, you've got top pair, but not getting anywhere near that flush. And we've got Tabs with the 7-3. All right, I don't think that's going to help anyone. Austin is in the lead, I believe, with the highest possible flush because they've got that Jack in their hands. But let's go to the turn card. And the turn card is, do my eyes deceive me? That is the 10 of Hearts. That means Austin has now made a Jack high straight flush. Oh my gosh, that's a Cash Live first. I don't think I have ever seen a straight flush here yet at the final table. Ooh, that is a huge hand for Austin. And let's roll out the river card anyway, but I believe that means Deep Value and Tabs are drawing dead. The river card is the 10 of spades. Oh, my heart is beating. I have never seen that before, Austin. That was a massive hand. Deep Value, Tabs, congratulations on your 4th and 5th place finish. It is hard to lose to a straight flush, but hey, if you're gonna go down in a victory like that one. We've got all 3 of you guys, Austin, Steve, and Heavy B, moving on to the next round. We're now 3-handed, moving into hand number 2. Let's check out your flop. And the flop is the 4 of clubs, the 6 of hearts, and the 6 of clubs. Okay, players, decisions are on you, and by players, the only one I'm speaking to is Austin. All right, Austin is in a huge chip lead with 615,000 chips. The luck of the Irish is on your side, and I promise that's the last St. Patrick's Day reference we will be making for the season. We are really beating that leprechaun to death. Oh, decisions are in. We've got a 1-2-way all in. We've got Steve with the ace-9. They've got a pair of 6s with an ace kicker, and Heavy B with the 9-8. All right, let me take a look here. What do you need now? Heavy B right now is getting brutally dominated by Steve. They've got that ace, but let's go to the turn card. And the turn card is The 2 of hearts. Okay, that means Heavy B, you are going to need to hit an 8 on this river. Your tournament life is on the line. Let's go to the river card. And the river card is the Queen of Diamonds. Now that means, Steve, you are taking this hand. The ace kicker plays on that pair of 6s. That means, Heavy B, we are saying goodbye to you this round, but congrats on your 3rd place finish. You're going home with $15, which is a nice way to end your Thursday, if I do say so myself. We're moving into hand number 3, and we've got Austin versus Steve in a heads-up battle. Let's check out your next flop. And the flop is the Jack of Spades, the 8 of Spades, and the Queen of Spades. Okay, Eugene, both players are out of fold, so let's just flip over their cards and see what they've got to work with. All right, let's see Austin. Austin's got that 9-4. All right, you're on a flush draw, and you were looking for a 10 to make a straight. And we've got Steve with the 9-7. Hang on. Oh, you need a 10 to make that gut shot straight. Otherwise, it looks like Steve is dominating Austin. They're both on that flush draw, but Steve is on the higher flush draw. So Austin, you do not want a spade to come down. Let's go to the turn card. And the turn card is the 9 of Diamonds. Hang on, that means both players have a pair of 9s. There are some chop out possibilities out there, but at the moment, let me do my math here. Both players have 9. Oh, hang on. At the moment, you are chopping the pot. So either straight needs to land or someone else needs to make a pair. Otherwise, you two could be splitting this one. Let's go to the river. And the river card is the 6 of Hearts. No, that means you guys are splitting this pot. For those of you who are new to poker, that means the best 5-card hand was shared between the 2 players. Both of them had a pair of 9s, and the next highest card was Jack 8 Queen. So that means both players are moving on to the next round. Still heads up as we move into hand number 4. Let's check out the flop. And the flop is the 2 of Diamonds, the 8 of Clubs, and the Queen of Hearts. Okie dokie, players, no decisions left. Let's just flip over your cards and see what you guys have to work with in hand number 4. We've got Austin. They've got that 6-3. All right, not getting much on that board. And Steve's got the 10-8. All right, you've got mid-pair. Right now, Steve's in the lead with that pair of 8s. But let's go to the turn card. And the turn card is the 7 of Spades. Okay, Austin, I don't think there's anything you can hit at the moment. You do not have an overcard. Steve's got that pair of 8s. But let's go to the river card anyway. And the river card is the Ace of Diamonds. That'll do it. Steve is taking this hand, and they are doubling up. Holy moly, it's a real battle of the chip stacks at the moment. We're moving into hand number 5, and it is still Austin versus Steve battling it out for that virtual bracelet. Right now, Steve's in the lead with 892,000 chips. Steve's got 159,000 chips. Let's check out your flop. And the flop is the 10 of Hearts, the 8 of Diamonds, and the Ace of Hearts. Okay, again, no decisions left to be made. Both players are forced to go all in, leaving it up to the poker gods. So let's just flip over your cards and see what you got. We've got Steve with the King 10. All right, you've got mid-pair. And we've got Austin with the 5-3. Oof, Austin, I gotta be honest with you, my friend. It is not looking good for you. You're gonna need, I don't know, runner, hearts, runner, something to save yourselves because you do not have an overcard. Steve's got that pair of 10s. Let's go to the turn card. And the turn card is the 8 of Hearts. Okay, that does open up a lick of hope for Austin. You are going to need to hit a heart, and you are going to need to hit a heart bad. Otherwise, this game could be all over right here, right now. Let's go to the river card. And the river card is the 6 of Diamonds. That'll do it, Steve. You are today's Cash Live champion. You end with 2 pair 10s over 8s. Congrats, you're going home with that $30 grand prize. Austin's going home with that 20. And hey, Austin, congrats on your 2nd place finish. But Steve, you are taking home the virtual bracelet. Congrats to all our final tablists, our min cashers. Thank you all so much for sticking around and watching the rest of the game. We so appreciate you. Between now and tomorrow's game, head on over to the home screen and, like I said, invite your friends. I've got another game tomorrow at 12:30 Pacific, 3:30 Eastern. Yes, that's how time zones work. And I'm so excited to see y'all there. As always, I'm your host, Natalie Reyna, signing off and wishing you a very happy Thursday. Time to go build some patio furniture. Ciao for now.